The skeleton octahedron is a type of origami called modular origami. Modular origami is origami where you use many sheets of paper, but every sheet of paper is folded in exactly the same way. You call each sheet folded this way a module. And the first step of any modular origami project is to make a whole bunch of copies of exactly the same thing. Because of this, most modular origami projects look very symmetric and very maybe intricately knotted, but still just every piece of paper is used in the same way, so there's a lot of symmetry. The second step is usually the harder one. The hardest part of most modular origami projects isn't the folding of each module, it's being able to put them together. The second step sometimes feels like it requires you to be Bodhisattva, the Indian goddess with 1,000 hands. And you might in fact want to get some help from someone else holding some of it together while you put in the rest of the pieces.
Yes. Got it?
Right there.
That thing that you have in your hands right now, that's a firework? Can you tell me about it?
Well, it's 12 pieces of paper. You can make it with more, and you flip it inside out.
Could you do it one more time?
I make a lot of animals, but Isaac really does modular origami.
So, can you say that that's modular origami? Why is it called that?
It's called modular because it has 12 pieces of paper, and you interweave them and fold them so that all the modulars are the same, and you lock them together in a certain manner so that they fit together without glue or tape, and then they usually serve as a purpose to make a cool shape or a cool design that you can play with.
I'm going to show you how to make this octahedron. This model, a skeleton octahedron, has 6 modules making it up, one for each vertex. So you can see when we take it apart, every piece looks exactly the same. For this model, we're going to use 6 sheets of paper. You're going to fold each sheet of paper the same way. It's a simple fold. Start by folding the paper in half one way, then into quarters, and then you're going to fold along the diagonal. Now this is going to sound strange, but the next step is to actually undo all of those folds, because all that we wanted was for the paper to look like this, with 8 triangular sections all coming out around the center. And then tucking in this side. And then tucking in this side. You've got your mat. This one's put together with a fairly classic model of using the pieces both as flaps and as pockets. And you'll see conveniently each of the triangles can be treated either as a flap that can be inserted inside one of the pockets, or it can be a pocket, and they're exactly the same shape. So sometimes we're going to put a corner on the inside, and sometimes we're going to put it on the outside. And in this particular model, every module is on the inside twice and on the outside twice. It's on the inside in 2 opposite corners and on the outside in 2 opposite corners. So when you're putting this together, if there's any question about whether you should treat a corner as a pocket or as a flap, you should look at what's nearby. And if an adjacent corner is being treated as a pocket, you should treat this one as a flap. And if it's being treated as a flap, you should treat this one as a pocket.